Hey, shipmate. Want to hear a sea story? After the 2-hour running battle with the Watt, and what was one of the hardest fought naval engagements of the entire war, just like Captain Nicholson, all rebel captains need to do their duty. Hit the like button. Commission with the Freedom Fleet by following and subscribing. Sail with the fleet on Patreon to receive your very own personalized commission from an officer in the Freedom Fleet. More about that can be found in the links below. Now, the plan had been for the Trumbull to return to port with damage that could be easily repaired, as her next mission was to lead the small fleet in Connecticut, Captain James Nicholson is commanding as the Commodore of the fleet. Also planned was to act in consort with Admiral de Ternay's, the French fleet, with the substantial damage to the Trumbull and the French fleet being effectively bottled up in Newport by Admiral Marriott Arbuthnot. The Trumbull would remain in port, not be cruising for the rest of 1780. In March of 81, while the Trumbull was stuck in the yards, her captain was not. Captain James Nicholson was commanded to take control of a fleet of small vessels that ferried the Marquis de Lafayette and his men from the head of the Elk River, which is modern-day Elkton, Maryland, and down to Annapolis. George Washington had sent Lafayette's army to meet up with Baron von Steuben's forces, as well as a contingent of 1,100 French soldiers. They had the express purpose to capture the traitor Benedict Arnold, who at this point in the war had betrayed his oath and joined the British forces. He was performing raids against the Patriots around Richmond, in mind what that meant for the local populace, who the British forces would be liberating their provisions from. They ultimately abandoned the pursuit of Arnold, as Washington rightly sent Lafayette to join forces with Nathaniel Greene so that they could set the trap for Cornwallis in Yorktown. The Trumbull, however, had a lack of both money and manpower that kept her inactive until the summer of 81. Almost a year from the battle with the Watt, which got her laid up in the yards in the first place. Now leaving the yards, she would cruise with another frigate, the Dean, and who better to hunt with than a brother. The frigate Dean was captained by Samuel Nicholson. Hunting British ships was now a family outing. They scoured the seas looking for British shipping and sailed together while en route from Connecticut to Philadelphia, but there was little action to be found there. So Captain James Nicholson weighed anchor from Philadelphia on Wednesday, 8 August 81, and was bound for Cape Francois in Saint-Domingue, which is modern-day Haiti. The Trumbull, now mounted with 28 guns, fewer than she previously had, which was 36 12-pounders. A lack of guns wasn't her only problem in Philadelphia. A lack of manpower left Captain Nicholson with a difficult choice: remain in port and do nothing, or trust a ragtag crew of British deserters. Remember that crews need to be a lot larger than what is needed just to sail the ship, as they need additional men for prize crews, which would take command of the ships that they captured at sea. And so the oath-breaking British deserters were recruited at Captain Nicholson's suggestion. Sail fast, fight hard, and God save the new nation.